Hello, it's ACX here, and I just want to explain to you guys about the QUASIMODO pattern. It's a very powerful pattern in Confluence with big macro levels. So I just want to explain to you what I'm looking for in the US oil trade, how I got involved, and how I have two positions in it. I have a swing trade position, and I have more of like a scalping entry, but with the same targets of a swing trade. So if this happens, you've got a really low risk to reward. Really low risk, but such a high reward, and these can really be the bank rollers to really grow in your portfolio. So, starting off here, we're looking at the US oil, and if you follow me on Twitter, you can see that I've been posting about these setups. But US oil, basically on the weekly chart, you can see this massive resistance level going all the way back to 2004, and we had the test here, we had the deviation, we're back in, we've retested it, we failed, and we've come back to the lower end of the range, bounced back up, this quick retest on it in a rally, and then we've broken through it, retest, back down here. I took a long here, it was posted on my Twitter, off this level, and now we've gone back up to this range high, which we've really just been focusing on, and anything outside of it, it's always seemed to have been a deviation and just come back to revert to the mean. So I've been looking for shorts around this area now, and now we're at the back of the top of the range, and as you can see on the daily chart, we've got some more resistance here, and we've deviated out of it and got back in the range. We had this quick little retest reclaim, and we've come back further up here into this zone where I've started booking in the shorts. Going all the way down in the 15-minute chart now, even lower, I want to talk to you about the QUASIMODO pattern. So this is a pattern I absolutely love in major zones like this, resistance levels and support levels where you're looking to get into a trade. And QUASIMODO explained is, if I just pull up the drawing tool, how do you stay in drawing mode? A QUASIMODO is a simplistic pattern, which is, well, I've got space to draw this. So you've got a rally, oh shit, I don't need to do that, I'm still in draw mode, a pullback, and then it breaks to a new high, and then a sharp move back below that previous swing low, and then when it rallies, you're looking for an entry or some weakness back at that previous swing high. So you've kind of deviated above it, you've had this sharp move back down, breaking this swing low, and then you've retested back to this area where you should see a failed reaction. Now this does work on all things. I use this strategy a lot now on momentum stocks, so it's stocks that have an earnings beat or some kind of catalyst, maybe a pharmaceutical has got some clinically tested trial approved and it's pumped for the day, but really that's all the momentum's looking at, and it's not really following the market breath of the SPY. It's kind of got its own little brain and it does what it wants, so it's a very good pattern for intraday stocks and day trading. And as you can see here on the 15-minute chart, we've got exactly that. We've got a higher high, a higher low, and then we break above and we have a sharp move all the way down, breaking that previous swing low right there. So now what do we look for? This is our area. I normally draw a zone if it has a wick, so it'll be this area right here, and as you can see we retested it perfectly. Oh shit, what am I doing? I'm still in drawing mode, that's why. Oh my god. And you've retested it straight here, so this is giving you a really low risk entry on a 15-minute chart with stops above right at this area here, and we're looking to go down to the downside. We've kind of retested it now. We should probably fail hopefully, but nonetheless if the setup becomes invalid it stops right there. But I also do have the swing trading pattern just because of this head and shoulders setup that we seem to be making. This laptop speeds up. I don't know where we're going here. Where are we going? Trading view. Cool. I am absolutely useless. As you can see, we've got this breakout zone here, and we've got this kind of neckline. So this was the left shoulder, the head, and now we're coming back to retest this zone. So it all kind of it's got great confluence on all time frames here. We've got the massive weekly resistance, we've got the head and shoulders, we've got the reclaim, and now we've got the 15-minute QUASIMODO, which all links up to give us a good trade and a low risk one. So we've got the swing trade going, and also we've opened the short term time frame short right from this candle here, but we'll also keep the same targets as the swing trade, which maximizes absolute huge risk to reward. So you could be getting 10 to 1 risk to reward in these trades, and these can really be the account growers if you have these kind of setups. And we're also looking kind of at the same now on the US dollar CAD, and I'll show you exactly why. So we've come in here to actually long, as you can see, the dollar CAD, and the reason for this, we've got exactly the same setup, but a reverse QUASIMODO. So you've got this swing low, and then you get the lower high, the breakdown, and you just get this sharp move straight back up, breaking through this swing high point here. So now we're looking for a reclaim back into this area, and we're here right now. This is the spot right now. So hopefully we get a move up on a swing trade perspective, moving up to this area, and this area was exactly the same kind of. You could argue about this being a little swing low, but it's more of a sideways consolidation. This was actually the swing point going back down, creating a higher low and then a higher high. So now we're looking this for our target to be right at this zone here, and we'll reevaluate once we get to that point. And I'm in a euro yen position, and I'll show you exactly the same thing. We've got the swing higher, the pullback, the break above the new high, sharp move down, breaking that swing low point. And we're back to this area here. Stops go above the high just in case it does take it out of this neckline. And you will see a lot of double tops, so there's no point risking anything below there. If you're an aggressive trader and that's your plan, by all means take that trade. But for me, I'd rather keep my stop above that just in case you double top. It gives you a second line in the sand to go short. So we're looking for some weakness now here in the euro yen. And we're right at this spot now. Obviously you can see these wicks, so that's why I draw the zone. It becomes more of a zone, and I am in a position in the euro kiwi, which is just absolutely dumped to me. And you're probably thinking, why am I short euro yen and long euro kiwi? Well, I like to diversify. That has been a weird candle right there, but then once again we've got this exact same setup of this area right here. You have this swing low point, you get bounce, break down to new lows, and you've got to be careful with a QUASIMODO. You can't break the high, can't break the low in this instance. So if this candle was lower than that, you would invalidate it. But we also had this falling little wedge which we broke out of. So what has happened here? This is the zone right here. This is the sweet spot of that wick, and we're here right now. So if you are, you should be longing this area right now. Stops below here. I've given myself a super wide stop on that one. I could probably tighten that up, but we'll be looking at areas to actually take profit. So you can see here, it doesn't always have to be a big move like this that takes out that swing point, but normally these are the stronger ones. These are the ones that work a lot better. So as you can see, little pullback, breakout to new high, you came crashing down it. This was the point. So we was looking for any weakness around this area now, but we'll reevaluate once we get to that point, if we do get to that point at all, without getting stopped out. So that is the QUASIMODO basics, and it works very well when you have confluence with major levels such as this. And we had a bit of a messy one here of swing low. That was a sideways candle, so you can kind of just add that all together. And then you had this move up that broke it. So we're back into this region.